And this is the reason why a lot of so-called black American men, they're not going to vote for Donald Trump. And because it's because of his followers. His followers really, they ain't said nothing about bringing these evil so-called people who hide behind the name of racism to an end. Because let me tell you something. He caters to anybody who's going to kiss his ass. And we've seen this before. I've been on, like, I'm Generation X. I saw him way back when he was considering himself a playboy. He was a pain in the butt back then. But, however, you know what I'm saying? He's not really going to do anything to help to help us in particular. And it's nothing wrong with me saying that, because there's a lot of people who out there, they want to vote for him because of what they feel he's going to do for them. You know what I'm saying? They want him to help stop the progression of certain people because they know that they're really weak, and the only way that they can see themselves as a decent human being, no, they cannot see themselves as a decent human being. They don't even really care if they're seen as a human being. But the only way that they can compete is if they have their numbers up, and if they have some kind of help that's going to help help certain people stop progressing. That's what it's all about. And because they can't keep up. That guy who went to one of them stores a few years ago, maybe like 6 or 7, 8 years ago, and he unalived a bunch of people, he wrote down in his manifesto, he said, we have these people and I cannot compete with them. So he decided to unalive them. See, this is the thing about evil people who hide behind the badge of racism, because they're evil people, period. The evil people that hide behind the badge of racism, when they see people who look like me or something close to me, and they say that, well, you know what, those people don't deserve to be alive, or they don't deserve to exist. So those evil people that hide behind the badge of racism, they'll be like, man, you know what? As soon as we get the power, we're going to unalive or take those people and set them back 200 years, just so we can continue to be this, to live the illusion of being great. Because they don't have, y'all ain't got nobody that can compete with us. You know what I'm saying? Unless you want to go down the disagreeable road. If you want to be like who got the so-called the best serial unalivers, y'all might get us on that. You want to know who does the most dirt behind closed doors? Yeah, y'all can get us on that. But when you put us on equal playing grounds and have it fair, we're going to excel and we're going to shoot past y'all so far you're going to be left behind. And then this country will go back to it in the proper hands. And then we've been on this country. We've already been through the BS that y'all taking us through, and we don't want to see nobody else go through that. Matter of fact, we're being coached and we're being designed to know how to run this planet fairly and properly. Not just look out for ourselves, look out for everybody. Because if you try to just have one side of the world doing good, or you take a group of people, 100 people. If you just take 50 of those doggone people and have them doing well, and then you have the other 50 people starving, you're going to create a war, because the other 50 people are going to eventually try to come at you and get what you got. And then you have to build up, you have to build up defenses and stuff to keep them from getting what you have. And really, it's enough for you to share with everybody. This thing has to come to a stop, man. The doggone people who force themselves into the position of stewards have proven that they are not the proper people to run this doggone country or this doggone planet. But I'm going to just deal with this country. Dealing with this country, let's see. Oh, there's no chemtrails in the sky today. But yeah, dealing with this country, the stewards who run this country, they pollute the air. They pollute the soil. They put poisons in the doggone food. They reward bad behavior. They make bad behavior popular. They take the lowest amongst the people and make them famous, so that people could be like, so people could think that, well, you know what? I can become a stripper and then become famous. Look at Cardi B. She did it. That's sending out a bad signal. And look, And those are the people who force themselves in the position of being labeled as stewards on this doggone planet. That's them doing that. You know what I'm saying? Man, and Donald Trump, he look, Joe Biden, see, I don't like Joe Biden due to the fact that the so-called people who look like me who became Democrats, they became Democrats because they were threatened. You know what I'm saying? They were threatened. They would say, we're gonna keep doing this to your children. We're gonna keep doing this to your husbands, and we're gonna keep doing this to your daughters unless y'all become part of this party. So the mothers, in their spirit of protection, they said, you know what? We're gonna have to submit and become this. So then they ran us up out of our own party. Then they took control over our party. Man, this is a bad thing we're in. That dude, the orange man, has not denounced the evil people that hide behind the badge of racism. And if he has done it, he hasn't done it loud enough. Because the evil people that hide behind the badge of racism, they're 80-something% of the problem. They're designing a system of cheating that benefits people that look like them. Dude, this has to come to an end, man. And you know, man, I know, man, this is real talk real fast. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. I don't just talk about spiritual stuff. I don't just talk about magic and stuff. I talk about everything, and you gotta let me talk. This thing is going too far, man, and people are getting tired of it. And the way how this thing with this doggone Agenda 25, look, man, look. Let me say this before I get out of here. I had this book years ago, and it was called What to Expect for the Years 2000. And in this book, I threw the book away because in the book it said in the year 2000, George Bush was going to be president. And in my mind, I like, it's no way in the world a president can become president again. So I threw the book away, and I didn't realize that it was doggone George Bush Jr. that was going to become president, and he did. But let me tell you what else it said in this book. It said that what's those people who are the gun people, not the ATF, I can't think of their names right now, but they're another alphabet company, you know what I'm saying? The not the IRS, one of them, the National Rifle Association. It said that they are a government created entity, and their job was to put as many guns in the hands of the people so that the American people can prove themselves not responsible and not mature enough to have guns, so that they may have people to come and take the guns. Let me tell you what else that book said. That book said that they were training people outside of the country and promising them citizenship if they join the military and become trained outside of their country. Then they were going to ship them over here. Let me tell you what else that book said. It said that they were going to expose police brutality so doggone bad that the people are going to be like, man, you know what? We're going to have to just defund and get rid of the police so they can create a world police. I'm sorry, y'all. This might get me banned, you know what I'm saying? Because they already lightweight shadow banning me, you know what I'm saying? But, man, look, this is just something we need to think about, man. The people, man, we're in trouble. We're definitely in trouble. And voting for any one of these clowns is not going to help us. Definitely for us, it's lose-lose. You know what I'm saying? And Joe Biden, man, a lot of the men who are saying that they're not going to vote for Joe Biden, which I'm not going to vote for him because I know the history and I know his history. But a lot of the men who don't want to vote for Joe Biden, who are going to vote for Donald Trump, those are guys who usually working a job, and they're embarrassed about the deeds of Joe Biden and how he looks. And in order for them to get along on their doggone job, they have to doggone accept the majority's way of thinking. That's pretty much it, man. They're just embarrassed, man, of Joe Biden. And you know what? And then our parents and all them, they kept the illusion of the Democratic Party up, you know what I'm saying? And you know, they didn't know. You know what I'm saying? They didn't know. They didn't have access to information like we have, you know what I'm saying? But we got it now. Anyway, man, this is your man, Judge, man. I'm out, man. I just had a little rant I had to get out, man. Peace and blessings.